My quest to do E7s really started when I was 70 because it was poetic. The bells carried such a reputation that I couldn't ignore it. On the attempt in March, I'd made a lot of mistakes. On one of the hooks, and I took the wrong hook off 3 times.
Oh, wrong one.
I was hanging for 6 minutes trying to get a sling off my shoulder, and I couldn't get to them. Conditions weren't good, and I was getting very cold, and I wasn't particularly fit. So I'm hanging on for grim death in the danger zone. Climbing at my limit. Oh, fuck! And that cost me on that attempt. So I wasn't going to let that happen again.
I'll just put yours there for you.
Do you want one yourself?
No, I'm all right, thank you.
The bells, the bells. A historic landmark route weaving a technically complex and unforgiving line up the face to the right of the CAD. Extremely sparse and marginal protection requires total commitment and control. The climb ahead of its time. So it goes on and on and on. It's basically climbing the wall with no gear.
Yeah, that's all it was.
We know where it goes, don't we?
Yeah, we know where it goes. Yeah. The Bells is an iconic route that was put up in 1980 by John Redhead. It had a fearsome reputation because he, in his own words, nearly died on it. It's so dangerous because it is very difficult to protect. If you fell off before you clipped the peg, the likelihood was that you could hit the ground. So it wasn't repeated for 6 years. Nobody would go near it because of that reputation. I was sat one morning and I just thought, I'm going to Gogarth, I'm going to look at the bells. So I got up, I drove for 5 hours, walked in for 40 minutes, abseiled down the line, and I was staring at the peg. The iconic bells peg. I could have been still sat on my backside at home, staring at the television. But I just thought, I can do this. So go and do it. Doe Crag's always been my home patch. It's in my soul. My parents' ashes are scattered up there because we had such great times on that crag. I started climbing at the age of 7. We were a family unit going out together. And after that first climb, I was struck with how wonderful it was being out there. To go out with your dad, there's nothing better, is there, when you're a youngster? You know, to go out with your dad and you have a real mountain day, and you get back home and you feel $1 million, you just think that's the best experience you've ever had. So from that perspective, yeah, it was brilliant. Yeah. Yeah, this is a classic hop. You've got to choose your leg.
Yeah.
If you start off on that leg, on your right leg, you cannot.
Throughout, my life, my dad's always been somebody who everybody's spoken about as being, oh, your dad's a really good climber. Your dad's a great climber, isn't he? And you're kind of like, okay, right, is he?
It's quite a technical hopping crux. Is hopping down, back down here.
Does it get a different grade for each leg?
Oh, we never thought about converting. Your dad's in pictures, he's in guidebooks, he's on book covers, he's doing this, he's doing that. And you just get used to it, so you don't see, I suppose, what other people would see as the magic or the talent that they have.
Oh,
So are we going to get a demo?
I got a bad ankle. Yeah.
I've got chicken legs, so it's over to you then, Craig.
I don't think I'd manage it.
No.
We have different tastes in our climbing. Yeah. Yeah, I like things which are well protected and hard, whereas my dad likes things which are slightly easier and not as well protected.
I've been lucky enough to do several new routes on Doe Crag, which have been well thought of, almost classic status. When I retired, I got the idea of doing ascents of my own routes 50 years after to the day that I did the first ascent. And so that gave me extra confidence, I suppose. Across the crinkly wall to the right, up into that recess, and it goes up the recess, which is probably the crux up there.
What grade is it?
It's hard BS stroke E1, probably hard BS.
Is it bold enough for you, Rob?
It's bold enough for me. Good.
Where are the ropes?
Craig's got them in his bag. I'm going to take some of these newfangled dangle doodads, these cam things, because I don't understand how cams work. It does take an effort to motivate yourself as you get older. When you can't get your socks on in the morning and you've got a bad back, it's very easy just to say, oh, I can't be bothered getting out of the chair, I can't be bothered doing this and can't be bothered doing that. When you feel that your body and your mind is drifting away, you've got to really fight against that. Light that fire to stop that happening.
How's that, Rob?
Yeah, that was good. My ankle's a little bit sore, but apart from that, champion. Thank you very much.
Excellent.
You've never seen anything like this before, mate.
I wait with bated breath.
So I constructed the bell's crux. Here it is. Yeah.
Shall I flick the light on?
You can if you want, if you can't see. The bells has a very specific crux that involves clipping a peg, which is way up near the ceiling. I think it's written peg on the wall.
Oh, I see where that, so
with
that,
an arrow.
that nail in the beam is...
Yeah, the nail in the
peg.
beam is the peg.
Right.
Yeah. And the crux is getting to that. And that's why I constructed this, because if I couldn't reach the peg and fell off, I could be in a whole load of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you it. Show you the crux move of the bells, mate. Older climbers have said to me that the first thing that goes is not the physicality, it's the mental side. Whereas I found it the other way around. It's as if my body is saying no, and no matter how much mental strength I put into it, it just gives up. I can't go any further. And when you get to the age that I'm at, you have to train every day. Half crib, engage, 10 seconds, shake out, rest for a minute, engage, 16, 17, 18, this is 19, about 19 kilos. The danger is going too heavy with stuff like this. Well, I wasn't resting a minute then. It's important to get the right rest.
And then you come into that, is it? And then go again? All right?
No.
What makes the bells hard is the gear is not immediately obvious. You have to understand the rock. And that takes years of experience. It takes quite a savvy mind to be able to do that.
That's the gear on the bells. 3.5 kilos. I mean, the bells has got a fearsome reputation mainly because the protection's not good. So the gear on the bells isn't necessarily specialised, but you need a lot of imagination to use what is readily available. So sky hooks are readily available. Nothing's what you'd say, oh, that's a stopper, and it fills you full of confidence. The great fear of a sky hook is that it just gets swept off of the rope. This is a piece of fall protection, but you can't fall too far above it because obviously it would snap. Everything could either snap behind a little flake or it could come off because the line's so complex and the rope could drag it off in the wrong direction. And I just thought it sounded fantastic. You can actually use blue tack to hold the runner in place so it doesn't rock around.
But when I watched Rob, he was placing gear in a way that I'd never seen before. It was impressive. Yeah, very impressive.
Nice to hear, isn't it, Rob?
Yeah, I don't deserve it, but nice to hear. The book that really inspired me to do the bells was this book, The White Cliff by Grant Farquhar. There's a whole section in here just on the bells. You know, we've got here Glenda Huxter, and you can see there how far away the peg is, and then there's Michael in there. The crimps that I was using on the garage wall are those crimps that he's using now. And this is Andy Pollitt on the bells, on the crucial area of the bells. And that's the original description. And yeah, just reading through these stories just took me to that place, and I thought I would love to experience that. I would love to be a member of this club. Put my old boots on to save the fingers.
Banana. Swallow.
Isotonic drink.
Nothing left to chance.
Please come. Well, that doesn't count. Right, Craig, I'm climbing.
Enjoy it, buddy.
Enjoy this moment.
It's not every day you get to top out on the bells.
Yes! I've seen him do that on telly. Yes! Woo! Cheers, buddy. Cheers, Charlie. Brilliant, mate.
Proud of you. Proud of you.
I'm proud of myself, actually. You can't just drift along as you get older. You change your horizons and you set your goal. If my Ascent of the Bells does anything, it's on that theme of driving yourself to do things. Because, of course, I haven't peaked yet. Did you miss out reading the grade at the start? You just had the bells.
Sorry. Originally the first E7 in the UK.
Yeah.
However, in this new North Wales guide, it's been upgraded to E8 6B, whilst retaining its 3 stars. There you go.